Hello and welcome to the ScatterVolt channel. Today, these are my top 5 gaming laptops for under $1,000 for 2015 for all of you people who want a value-oriented gaming laptop that holds up extremely well for its price, but can still run all of your favorite PC games. Now, before I begin, I just want to state that if you're having trouble between choosing a gaming laptop or a gaming desktop for your next gaming device, then I highly recommend that you go ahead and go with the desktop option, because you're going to be getting so much more performance out of a gaming desktop for under $1,000 versus a gaming laptop for under $1,000, and the difference is there. Unless you absolutely have to get a gaming laptop for, say, if you're going to be traveling between multiple houses or just going to be on the move a lot, then I highly recommend you just go with a gaming desktop. But anyways, to get straight into this list, for the first laptop at $530, we have the Acer Aspire E5-57158CG. Now in this laptop, you're getting a Core i5-5200 dual-core processor running at 2.7 GHz. And for the graphics, this laptop uses the integrated Intel HD 550 graphics that are in the i5-5200U. This has 6 GB of RAM, it has a 1TB hard drive, and this laptop runs at a resolution of 720p with a 15.6-inch display. And as for the performance, don't expect anything amazing out of this laptop, but expect to run all of your basic PC games such as League of Legends, Dota 2, or CSGO at low to medium settings. However, I have seen the Intel i5-5500 graphics run games such as Battlefield 4 at medium to low settings. Now for the second laptop in this list, I have the $600 Asus X551LB-NS51. Now in this laptop, you're going to get a Intel Core i5-5200U dual-core processor running at 2.7 GHz. And in this laptop, you're going to get a dedicated GT940M NVIDIA graphics card, which is really nice. And you're going to get 8 GB of RAM and a 750 GB hard drive. And lastly, this laptop runs at 1080p with its 15.6-inch display. Now, as for performance for this laptop, you're going to get some pretty decent performance, nothing too crazy, but you will at least get a lot more performance out of this laptop versus the last laptop that uses the integrated Intel HD 5500 graphics. But anyways though, this will pretty much run all of your basic PC games too at a higher frame rate versus the last laptop. But the nice thing about this laptop is that at such a low price, you're getting a 1080p display, which is nice if you want to still run your PC games at 1080p than rather having them run at 720p on a regular laptop in this price range. Now for the third laptop on this list, I have the MSI GP60 Leopard-1053 for $730. Now in this more gaming oriented laptop, you're getting a Core i5 4210H, which is a dual-core processor that can run at 3.5 GHz, but it's based off of the Haswell architecture. But this laptop has a dedicated GTX 950M. Not to mention, this laptop also has 8 GB of RAM, a 750 GB hard drive, and this laptop can run at 1080p with its 15.6-inch display. Now for the performance of this gaming laptop, expect some moderate performance considering that it has a GTX 950M in this laptop. However though, note that compared to its desktop counterpart, which is the GTX 950, the GTX 950M is still a lot slower than the GTX 950. But at the least, expect some good performance out of this, such as running popular games such as Battlefield 4 or Grand Theft Auto 5 at low to medium settings at 1080p. Now for the fourth gaming laptop on this list, we have the Alienware R1 with this $900 variant. Now at $900, you're getting a laptop with the Intel Core i5-5200U, which is a dual-core processor running at 2.7 GHz. It has a dedicated GTX 960M. And this laptop has 8 GB of RAM, a 1TB hard drive, and a 720p display at 13 inches. Now while this has a 720p display, note that this gaming laptop has a GTX 960M in it, which makes it very good for running games at PC games, especially with that 720p display. And actually, out of this entire list of gaming laptops, this is actually the best gaming laptop for running games, simply due to that lower resolution screen, having to push less pixels rather than having a 1080p display pushing more pixels. But anyways though, expect some great performance out of this laptop, especially with that 720p display, with running games like GTA 5, Witcher 3, and even Crysis 3 at medium to high settings. Now lastly on this list, for $1,000, we have the MSI GE series GE72 Apache-264 gaming laptop. Now out of the entire list, this has the best processor, and along with the Alienware R1, this has the best gaming graphics card, and really in this laptop, you're getting the best of the best so far on this list, as this has a Core i7 4720HQ quad-core processor running at 2.6 GHz off of the Haswell architecture. This has a dedicated GTX 960M, and this has 12 gigabytes of RAM. This has a 1TB hard drive, and this has a 1080p display running at 17.3 inches on the laptop. So this is pretty much the best of the best. It has a really solid quad-core processor in it, unlike the other gaming laptops on this list, which all have a dual-core processor on it. And plus, this has a GTX 960M, which is going to be great for running games at 1080p. Anyways, though, guys, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that. And this is the ScatterVolt channel signing out.